A wealthy businessman took his private jet out for a leisure trip. Halfway through the flight, he noticed the pilot had fallen asleep. He frantically shook the pilot's body, trying to wake him, only to make the horrifying discovery that the pilot was dead. The businessman immediately panicked. However, glancing back at his wife and children in the passenger cabin, he forced himself to stay calm. He quickly called the Miami Control Center for help. His wife overheard the distressing call and rushed into the cockpit. She attempted to perform CPR on the pilot, but the cramped space made it impossible. When she unbuckled the pilot's seatbelt to move him to the floor, the body fell forward onto the control stick due to momentum. The plane immediately nosedived toward the ground. Terrified, his wife used all her strength to push the pilot's body away from the controls. The aircraft finally returned to level flight, and she sighed with relief. But her husband then noticed with alarm that the plane was steadily climbing in altitude. If this continued, they would soon suffocate from lack of oxygen. The Miami Control Center instructed the man to disengage the autopilot and manually fly the plane. The problem was, he had never learned to fly. This move seemed like suicide, but to save his family, he had no choice but to follow their instructions. After disengaging the autopilot, the plane began to shake violently, careening erratically through the sky. Fortunately, the control center had already cleared all nearby air traffic. The controllers directed the man to fly west, and he soon realized they weren't heading toward Miami Airport. The truth was that because of his lack of flying skills, the control center had classified them as a flying bomb and was directing them to a remote, small airport where even a crash would cause minimal casualties. The businessman reluctantly accepted this reality. What he didn't know was that he had just 40 minutes to reach the small airport before they would encounter a massive storm.